Good day, everyone. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. In a minute or two, we're gonna be entering the town of Veedersburg, Indiana. I just wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of the outskirt area. Okay, now we're getting ready to come into town here. All right, now we are officially in Veedersburg. So, Veedersburg is going to be located in the western central region of Indiana. It is going to be the closest metro to here is going to be Indianapolis, which is 72 miles. Which Veedersburg is 72 miles northwest of Indianapolis. And then it's gonna be 24 miles northwest of Crawfordsville and 23 miles east of Danville, Illinois. So those are gonna be the three largest communities that are gonna be located the closest to here. Now the population here is currently at 2,098 people. There has been a population loss of 3.8% as of the 2020 census. The population used to be 2,180 people as of the 2010 census. And even during the 2010 census, the population has declined 5.2%. So at this point, this community is shrinking. Now, I don't think this community doesn't appear to be a bad place to live. It's another nice, small Indiana town, I believe. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and make an assumption here. I would say the only reason why this community might be losing people is because of how far it is from Indianapolis. Now, but you know what? And despite the fact that this town is has lost people as of 2020, because come to think of it, you got during 2020. Well, never mind. I'm thinking about something else. But anyways, I would say at this point the only reason why this community is losing people is because of how far it is from Indianapolis. And I'm going to also say that by the 2030 census, things around here could easily turn around, and rather than this town losing people, it will start gaining people. And a little later on in the video, I will share those reasons. But for now, I'm going to share a little bit of history about this town. Just a brief history about this town. Veedersburg is a newer name for the old town of Chambersburg, which was first settled by early inhabitants Jonathan Birch and John Calvert on the North Fork of Coal Creek in the spring of 1823. It was first located in Chain Township, but became part of the newer township of Van Buren in 1841. Veedersburg was founded in 1871. It was named for one of its founders, Peter S. Veeder. Veedersburg was incorporated as a town in 1872. Now, for those of you that are interested in moving here to Veedersburg, your median rent prices are going to go from $570 to $1,220 a month. The median home price, based on my research, is $137,000. However, at this particular point, if you're looking to purchase a home, you're not going to find anything at all that's available for sale for lower than $170,000. And I'm going to let you guys know on top of that, the housing market out here is fairly busy. Now, there's a lot of people that have contracts on houses out here. And I would say in many parts of Indiana, if you see a contract that's on a house, in most cases, that house is going to most likely be purchased. Because I understand that in many other parts of the country, you might have some houses that have contracts, but then for whatever reason, the person backs out. But I noticed one trend here in many small towns in Indiana is, if there's a contract on the house, 9 times out of 10, the person's getting ready to buy it, and it will be sold and then taken off the market. So with all that being said, I'm going to make another assumption. And, I was kind of alluding to this a couple of minutes ago. Now, when I was discussing the population decline here of the last 2 censuses and how this community was losing people, I'm going to come back. And now the reason why I believe that by 2030 things around here could easily turn around is because when I look at the housing market and I look at all the people that are buying up houses around here, I mean, this community is in fairly high demand. A lot of people are wanting to live here. And that's why I say that the population here can turn around, the numbers here can turn around, going from a negative population loss to a positive population gain. Now we're going to jump over to niche, and we're going to see what other people have to say about this community. Alright, on niche, there's been a total of 4 reviews for Veedersburg, Indiana. Now, no one rated this town as excellent. Nobody rated it as poor or terrible. 2 people gave it a very good rating. 2 people gave it a average rating. So let's start. Now the first one is a 4-star from March of 2021. Our town may be small, but we have some of the most kind-hearted and loving people in our community. Athletics and farming are our 2 largest contributors to our town. You can see everyone from our 2,000 people town at every football or basketball game. Students of farming families are pulled from school every spring and fall to help their family plant or harvest fields. So clearly this is a farming community. But I'm pretty sure many of you kind of suspected that anyways, just, small town. What can you expect? Now, even though I'm not a farmer myself, I still have a space in my heart for these type of communities. I mean, like around here, your houses aren't super close in together. You got space, one house to the next. You got an adequate amount of space. I mean, I like that, And I'm not gonna lie to you folks. If I had the money, I would buy a house in a town like this. I mean, not this town in particular, but in a town similar, I would. I mean, I like how the houses are like not super close into each other out here. I mean, like you can, I don't know, I just like the I just like the views of. I like the views out here. I just do. All right, let's keep going. The second comment is a 3-star from June of 2019. Veedersburg is a nice little town where everyone knows each other. It has all the basics: grocery store, multiple gas stations, several restaurants. But it does not have anything exceptionally exciting. It's great if you're looking for a quiet small town life. I would have to agree with that statement about the small town life. This next one is from October of 2018. It's a 4-star. Love the small community. Most of the residents are all like family and treat each other as such. My mom always said it takes a community to raise a child, and this community does just this. And that's wonderful, because we need more communities that actually care about each other. Because in this day and age, there tends to be a huge shortage of that. I mean, anymore you go into your cities, even your small cities, I mean, you got a lot of people that are on edge, and they're pissed off for whatever reason. So it is refreshing to be in some of these small towns where the pace of life is a little slower. People are a little bit more chilled out. It's nice. And that's one thing I like about small town living myself. Now, we got one more comment. It's an older one. It's from January of 2016. I would move. I don't like the small town feel. I mean, okay, that's fair. But at the same time, obviously, if you're not a that person, maybe they came out here thinking that they might like it. Maybe they were looking for a change. Or maybe they came out here because they had to live with some family members to get their money to get their money right. Who knows? But obviously, if you're not a small town person, this town is not going to be for you. I mean, clearly this is a small town for real. This ain't, living out here is not like living in Cicero, where, yeah, it's small, but at the same time, you also got signs of growth with a couple of suburban amenities. Out here, this is an all-around small town. All right, folks, that's going to do it for the commentary. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. And feel free to drop your comment in the comment section. I do appreciate them. It does help the growth of my channel. And on that note, if you want to support me, just give videos like this a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. And on that note, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.